久しぶりだな、麦わら。
Alright everyone, so I wanted to talk through the second spandom search and the misplay made here and picking up the Kaku without first checking our hand again and double checking what we need for the later game, where we should have definitely picked up the Tempest Kick knowing that we don't have stage in hand and that we're on the odd curve, hoping that on our Moria turn, which would be 9 Dawn, we would have 1 left over, which would be great with Tempest Kick, hoping our trash is built up to the point where we can pull off the Rebecca Helmeppo Spanding Lucci combo, seeing that we already have Rebecca and Helmeppo engraved. So, knowing that we don't have stage, you almost always want to pick up the cost reduction. So, this is definitely a misplay here that we'll revisit down the line to see if it cost us.
To give Enel advantage, and we'll swing 7 life and vanish. Private life, -1 elite. Final money. Let's go 6 to life.
What do you mean you used to be from Corpus?
Yeah, he identifies from here.
I'll play 5. Let's pop those spam over the way.
I have a jersey.
Alright, so we have another opportunity here for me to talk through one of the misplays and reviewing this match with you guys. So we are now here in our 7 Dawn turn where we ultimately misplay because we aren't thinking ahead to what we want to do in our 9 Dawn turn. So you see here we swing 5 with leader, -1 to Nami, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing because we aren't really trying to remove anything this turn, or at least in my opinion we don't care to. You see we mill the Spandine here. So we have our Rebecca, Helmeppo, and Spandine in the grave here, and we decide to swing 5 with Spandam into face. And all we're trying to do here is get a card out of him because he doesn't want to have to use his leader effect with us having a swing open to be able to possibly put him down to 0. But what we end up doing here is playing Rebecca to play out Brooke to pop the Nami, which ultimately isn't a real threat heading into our opponent's 8 Dawn turn, where they likely want to play a big body like Katakuri to be able to heal the Shirahoshi. However, what we should have done, seeing the Khalifa in hand, was to pay 4, play Khalifa, cycle out our Lucci, draw into more cards, see more cards, and be able to set up our combo for the following turn to be able to play the Moria, Rebecca, Helmeppo, Spandine, Lucci combo to be able to establish a board and pop his, at a minimum, one of his Gadatsus here. However, had we have picked up the Tempest Kick off our second Spandine search, we now could have popped both Gidatsus, which would have been a much bigger change in tempo here. Alright guys, so here we are now sitting at our 9-Don turn, where because of our 2 misplays earlier, we are now sitting with very much a lackluster Moria if we even decide to play it, because we don't really have a trash to establish anything. I think ultimately what we would do is to play Moria, to play Rebecca Spandum to hopefully establish some value and draw into some counter, but that's not very much ideal, staring down these swings, knowing that he's going to have the ability to play a Rush Ace or a Yamato or a Katakuri in the following turn. And so let's take a look and see what we actually do this turn. Let's see, we're grabbing 4 Don, so it doesn't look like we're going to play the Moria. We're playing the in-hand Rebecca to likely grab either a 2K or the Brook just to go wide on board. Okay, so we grab a 2K. That must mean we have the Brook in hand. Do we have anything to play off the Rebecca? Okay, so -1, so that's -2, so that's -3. So now here we're playing the Kaku that we picked up off of our first fandom search. So we end up removing one of the Gidatsus, but this just goes to show you how much weaker of a turn this 9-Don turn was, rather than if we had the Lucci engraved, had we cycled it from Khalifa, and had we picked up the Tempest Kick, we would ultimately have one more 6K body and one more 9K body on board, and not have Brook on board, and they would have one less Gidatsu. So that's just so much change in tempo and pressure, and I think that may have ultimately cost us the game here, where, like we said, they do play the Yamato here to heal a life. KO, I think, was it a Spandum? Oh no, it was the Brook. So now they have, what is it, 1 Gidatsu, a Yamato, plus the leader, whereas we're sitting here with 2 Rebecca's and 2 6K bodies. So we're ultimately short a 6K body and a 9K body. And also sitting with 2 dead cards in hand. And it looks like now, even on our 10-Don turn, we're still struggling with the fact that we didn't cycle those Luccis earlier on our 7-Don turn, because our Moria still isn't very effective, and we don't really have a way to make it effective. And that's one of the deck building reasons that I want to try out 2 zero-cost events as more of searchable 2Ks that would allow me to filter my hand without having to use Khalifa or Sabo if it doesn't come up.
Let's go 7. I'll go 9. Lucy at the bottom of your list? That's right.
This is why I wanted to change my deck list.
Are you running stage?
Yeah. But that's not the issue. The issue is that I'm not playing 0 cost events. It takes the Lucci like 3 turns ago. Yeah, I'm trash.
What is the 0 drop about? Is that 3K?
Yeah, I'll just pitch that card plus 2K. Just need 2K to search for 2K. I had that in much easier.
I've only played a little bit of OP07, so this is mostly just experience for me.
So that was cheap trash. Pretty great.
I'll take a 5. Not sure. That was the new copy that you got, right?
Huh?
The
Yeah,
new
yeah,
copy.
it's okay.
I was gonna pop. Let me see your shot. Or that's a portal.
It was a grind fest like
Give me 0 cost events. Give me 0 cost events. Black ones on you. Where you supposed to lead up?
6 to 10.
I almost did that too, actually. I needed a way to get Lucci and green.
You couldn't, yeah, you can't just pitch it, right?
So I need the 0 bucks.